What is up, sexy beast? Crazy Rabbit here, and today we're gonna be doing top 5 worst zombie maps of all time. So let's go ahead and get this shit started. Now, real quick, I just want to say that just because these maps are on this list doesn't mean I detest them and I really hate them. It just means that of all the zombie maps, these are the ones that I liked the least. I still sort of enjoy some of these maps. It's just compared to all the other maps, these ones I really wasn't a huge fan of. Now, you might have a completely different list and a completely different opinion. That's totally fine. This list is strictly my opinion and my opinion alone. So let's go ahead and get this shit started. So coming in number 5 is going to be Nocturne Toten, the, I guess, basically father of all zombie maps. Now, like I said before, I don't hate this map. It's just compared to everything else, this map is really lacking and really plain. And that's the reason it's on this list. It doesn't really have anything to offer. And I know it was the first zombie map, so I mean, what are you going to expect? But still, if we're just looking at this by like a map by map perspective and not really taking into consideration that it was the first map, this map is definitely one of the worst. It doesn't really have anything else to offer. It's a very small map. You only got like 3 doors. And unless you're playing the Black Ops 1 version, you really don't have a wonder weapon besides the ray gun. So this map really was lacking in a lot of things, and it didn't even have any perks because perks weren't invented yet, unless you play the Black Ops 1 version, then you get Mule Kick. But really, Nocturne Toten is just so plain. It's really only fun if you just want to play for like 10-15 minutes and then quit. That's really what Nocturne Toten is. It's like a cheap poker. You just really want to get in there and get out. That's all there is to it. So taking the number 4 spot is going to be Zetsubo no Shima. When Zetsubo no Shima first came out, I was like, you know, this map isn't the greatest, but it's definitely not the worst. But as I started playing the map more and more, I just became angrier and angrier at it. Like, this map definitely is not a map that has a good replayability factor. I could not go back and play this map right now. Like, I'm still kind of don't want to play this map at all, and I haven't even played it for like a week. This map has a terrible replayability factor, and mainly just because it takes forever to get the map playable. You gotta open up so many doors, you gotta turn on power, which is just ridiculously retarded. You have to build the wonder weapon, and then you have to build it to be upgraded. I know there were some other maps that had to do it, Origins, but this one I just feel like is stupid. Like, I gotta water a plant? Like, what is this? What is this? So Zetsubo no Shima is mainly on this list just because it has a terrible replayability factor. I still think the map is okay. It's not like the worst map in history, but it definitely does have a terrible replayability factor, and like once I play it once, I'm probably not going to want to play it for a long time. Alright, and coming up next is going to be Shadows of Evil, and sort of the same thing with Zetsubo no Shima, is this map has a terrible replayability factor. It takes you so long just to get Pack-a-Punch open, like for real, why do I have to go do all these rituals and just, the octopus modes, so many octopus modes. So many jumping over things, electrocuting, like it just takes so long just to get Pack-a-Punch open and just sort of get the map operating that I don't even want to do it. It takes like 20-30 minutes, and that's pretty long compared to a lot of other maps with just kind of flip a switch like Der Eisendrache. Like you just go up to it, flip a switch, power's on, and then just teleport 2 things, and then you got Pack-a-Punch. You're not doing all these miscellaneous tasks just to get Pack-a-Punch. And I feel like having to do miscellaneous tasks just to get core values of the map is really bad, and it really ruins the replayability factor. Like the sword and everything, that's completely fine. Like, I understand having steps for that, because those are completely optional. You don't have to get those. And you might be saying, well, you don't have to Pack-a-Punch. Well, you kind of do. Like, Pack-a-Punch has been zombies for a while. We all know and love Pack-a-Punch. It gives us a better weapon. So Pack-a-Punch is like one of the core things of zombies. And when you make one of the core things of zombies really just a hassle to get, it really does ruin the replayability factor. And I think this map's replayability factor is a little bit worse than Zetsubo no Shima, so that's why I put it at number 3. Alright, and next up is going to be Die Rise. Now, number 2 and 1, I'm just going to be straight up honest with you, I really hate these maps. Like, the other maps, you know, I don't hate them, I just, you know, just kind of dislike them. These 2 maps, I really hate. I hate Die Rise with a passion. The reason I hate it is the shitty-ass map layout. You have to go all the way around the map and ride these dumb fucking elevators just to get to certain parts of the map, and I think that's stupid. Like, I'm not trying to spend 5 minutes just to literally go 2 feet behind because I missed my jump. I really don't want to do that. I just think this map's layout is really dumb. You have to wait on these stupid elevators. If you miss a jump or you accidentally take a left turn instead of a right turn, you gotta go all the way around the map to get it done, and I just think that's really dumb, and I hate it, because it just makes me really not want to play this map knowing that I have to spend like 5-10 minutes, well, not literally 5-10 minutes, but you guys know what I mean, just to get around the map, and that really does just make me hate this map. Alright, and taking the number 1 spot, did you even have to guess it? Transit. Do I even need to say why? Like, do you really need me to explain that the shitty lava, the shitty fog, the denizens, the asshole bus driver? Do I really even need to explain all the bad features of this map? I know that a couple of these features can be explained by just the limitations of the Xbox 360, then why the fuck did you put them on there? Like, I would have much rather had a smaller map without the fog and denizens and all this other stupid shit than have had a map with fog, denizens, lava, and an asshole bus driver. I mean, come on, at least if you're gonna make a map as big as Transit, save it for the Xbox One and PS4. I mean, come on. Jimmy Zielinski, I loved you, man, but goddamn, Black Ops 2 was a steaming pile of shit. So those are my top 5 maps that I dislike the most, and I'm very curious to know, what are you guys' top 5? So if you guys could, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.